What up, y'all? It's your boy Brick Street Sprite. What's cracking? Like, subscribe, comment. Brick Street Hooligans, Brick Street Media, Hooli Vision. Tapping in real quick because yesterday, man, like I watched all this Math Hoffa drama unfold between him and Knowledge. Hip hop is real. Hip hop is real. Whatever you want to say. However you want to say it. But I was like, yo, I'm gonna wait, man. I'm gonna wait to come, because I seen all the bloggers and every channel commenting on it left and right, or not commenting, blogging about it. Left and right, left and right, left and right. I'm seeing videos dropping about it left and right. I'm like, shit, you know how bloggers do. You like to catch the wave while it's popping, but I was like, nah, let me fall back, man, because this seems like an obvious troll to me, kinda. And I was like, maybe I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Let's see. So I kick it back for a little while, getting blowed. I was with my daughter yesterday though, so I eventually was doing the daddy thing. Me and my daughter was chilling. Then I put her to bed, and then I jumped back online, and I see Misfit doing her little live with Math Hoffa. And Math Hoffa talking about how he's already made up with Knowledge to God, you know what I'm saying? And talking like, I don't know, man. To me, it just didn't seem legit. That's why I didn't comment on it right away. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't blog on it. Like, I thought about it and I was like, it just seems a little fishy to me, man. You know what I'm saying? I just don't, like, okay. And I also said, even if it was true, even if it was real, that it was based off of, God damn it. It was based off of more than just that Goods interview. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people was trying to make it sound like it was based off of a Goods interview where Goods was calling Math Hoffa cold. You know what I'm saying? Which Math Hoffa's not cold. He's right. If you go look at Goods on Hip Hop is Real talking about his battle with Geechee, it has less views than him talking about Math Hoffa. So is Math Hoffa really cold? Or do you just not fuck with him as far as battling goes because you are a URL baby? You know what I'm saying? Or I guess Goods ain't really a URL baby, but he's super URL. He damn near is. He's shit, bro. He is URL, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely. And the URL Beasley has a thing against Math Hoffa, man. So I think there's this thing going on where they all trying to say he cold and act like he cold because they don't want him to battle on URL. They don't want to they don't want to act like, because when somebody's cooking enough and when you can prove you cooking enough, then it's hard to say no, even if you got a personal grudge against somebody. So it's hard to say no. You still, sometimes you be like, yo, this battle looks so good, I gotta book it anyway. You know what I'm saying? They trying to make him seem cold so they don't have to bring him over there because he popped off one of Beasley's chicks or something. Like, that's what I heard happen. And that's what he basically said happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, he kind of went into a little bit of detail about it before. And I can't remember if it was on My Expert Opinion. I think it was. He was talking to T-Rex. That's what it was. My Expert Opinion. But I think what happened yesterday was an obvious troll. Because even when you got something that's popping, sometimes you want to put it into an even further stratosphere. And what they did yesterday by orchestrating that troll is that they were the most popular talked about thing in battle rap the entire day and night. You know what I'm saying? That's what they achieved. Number one trending thing in battle rap, period. I don't care. I don't care if there's a number. There's no number to prove that. I don't care. It was the most talked about thing. Every blogger was dropping something on it. Everyone. It was involving one of the biggest media platforms in battle rap. Compromised media. Hip hop is real. But that's another topic for another day, though, because we could go into compromised media, even though it's really not. It involves all of it. You know what I'm saying? Anytime that hip hop is real is involved, man. It's involving compromised media. So URL media, shit. Might as well just start calling them URL media. You know what I mean? But, cause that's what it is. But, you know. Bad. Let me light this motherfucker. I lit it all crooked and shit. Damn. I be recording this shit with one hand trying to light the shit. You know that's not the best way to light a blunt necessarily. I kind of like to hold it and light. You know, man. If you smoke blunts, you know how to light that shit. You know how we light them bitches. But anyway, yeah, man. I thought from looking at it that, and from watching it unfold, that it was an obvious orchestrated troll. You know what I'm saying? And they were gonna make up by the end of the day and just be the number one trending thing in battle rap, and that's what happened. And now everything's all good again, right? Everything's all good again, right? So, if I just woke up, I'm still looking tired as hell. But yeah, man. Either way, man, let me know what y'all think as far as that goes. I do think they do be trying to, I think there's something to them trying to paint this narrative as far as Math Hoffa and the URL. And URL battlers not wanting to battle him and calling him cold. But he's not cold, bro. He be having a million, well, I mean, he's not. He's one of the most talked about battlers in battle rap. And if you have drama with him, you be, like I just said, Good's video on Hip Hop is Real talking about Math has more views than him talking about Geechee in their battle. Math said this on Misfits Live last night. And I went and looked, and I was like, yeah, he's right. And I know there's a lot of other examples of that, I'm sure. But just saying, that's why I'm saying, as far as that goes, I feel like they're just painting a narrative because URL don't fuck with Math. So they're trying to make it seem like none of these dudes want to battle him because he's cold, when really they don't want Math involved with URL. Even though Math was on the first headlining event. He was the first headlining event for URL, man. Math Hoffa. Him and T-Rex. What the fuck is that thing on the side of your face? This is how Brooklyn do. Every time I look at you, I want to put a fist, knife, bullet, or a foot in you. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I remember. Of course I do. Big T was the first battle, if I'm correct, ever URL battle, but on URL platform. But let me know what y'all think, man. Was that really a beef? Now, what I was gonna say is, also before I finish, I know I kind of got into it, but I think that Good's interview was just the straw that broke the camel's back, if it was real and not a troll. Because I'll still give it like a 10% chance that it was real, but I doubt it, you know what I mean? But I'm just leaning heavily towards it was a troll, you know what I'm saying? But, like I said, Goods. I think the interview with Goods, if this was a real beef and he really fired my man for half a day or whatever, for 16 hours, then I think that was just the straw that broke the camel's back, and he kind of went into it by saying that, oh boy, or hip hop is real knowledge had Surf. He called him Smurf. Math did. Surf. I fucks with Surf. You know what I'm saying? But I just thought that was funny. But When Surf was dogging Math like a few weeks ago, he was on Hip Hop is Real's platform. And Math must have felt some type of way about that. He even mentioned it. And you know he felt some type of way about that. You know what I'm saying? You know he did. Because he wouldn't have been bringing it up. And he wouldn't address it the way he does all the time. But he had a good point. I will say this. He was like, I addressed him publicly because Misfit asked him, yo, why did you address him publicly and not privately after he said something to you publicly about it? And Math was because after he dissed you publicly, Math was like, yo, look. Well, not really dissed him, but just say what was going on publicly. Math was like, because look, and he has a good point here. He was like, look, a lot of times somebody will diss you in public or on Twitter or publicly, and then they'll apologize in private, and the world will never see them apologize. I just think that's a really good point, man. It's a really good point. And he's right as far as people trying to destroy him and his brand with the whole Kiki situation, with that bullshit, which I don't think was true at all. It wasn't. I know it wasn't, man. Come on now. That shit seems so fraudulent. Also, anybody just going in on Math trying to say he cold. It does affect other people's brand that are associated with him and tied into him, like My Expert Opinion, Misfit, and whoever else may be tied in with him. Knowledge, whoever, you know what I'm saying? So it does affect that. So, I don't know. He has some good points, I thought, but I personally think it was a troll. Let me know what y'all think. That's why I didn't comment on it or make a blog on it right away. I wanted to wait for it to play out, at least give it a day. And I was right. Knowledge to God and Math squashed it pretty fucking quick. So, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts, man. It's your boy Brick Street Sprite. And I'm out of here.